with regards to this issue that has been seen as a controversial issue, most of these scholars, whether contemporary scholars or older scholars, confirm that the Fajr time should be calculated based on 18 degrees formula. What is the basis of this 18 degrees? Please listen to this carefully. Many people say that we should not base the prayer timing on calculation. We should base it on what? Seeing, mushahada. Seeing the phenomena. And we say that is wrong. That is wrong. صح? We don't base the prayer timing on mushahada. Let us be more specific. We don't base the prayer timing on each person's individual mushahada. Agree or not? What do you think? Do you agree or not? For example, do you pray Dhuhr when you check the sky and you see that the sun is in the middle of the sky? Do we do this for every salah? I'm asking you. No. Why don't we do that? It has already been done. Okay, good. This is part of the answer. Which means that we do not base the timing on the individual mushahada. Another question that might come, what about if the sky is cloudy? So we will not see the Dhuhr time. Same thing for Fajr, same thing for Asr, Maghrib, Isha. Okay? That's why, subhanallah, the deen which is practical, and Allah Jalla wa Ala knows this. Allah Jalla wa Ala says, أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل. Establish the salah when the duluk comes. Duluk means the sun moves from the zenith. Allah Jalla wa Ala didn't say أقم الصلاة لرؤية دلوك الشمس. Establish the salah when you see that the sun moved from the zenith. He didn't say when you see it. While the Prophet ﷺ said, fast when you what? When you see the new moon. So fasting is based on mushahada. However, collective mushahada. But it should be done every year. Prayer is not based on mushahada. It is based on the actual timing. The actual astronomical phenomena. If it happened, happened. So this removes the first misconception about calculating the Fajr timing. Many of our brothers here in the UK, they say mushahada, this is the Sharia. I guess they did not understand what they are talking about. Because mushahada means that every single individual should go and check the time. This is what mushahada means. Or at least for every single salah, you should go, or you should ask someone to see it on your behalf. So I will not pray until I check with someone who told me that the time started. This is impossible. It is impractical. But many times, many people, or most of the people these days, they check what? The diaries, the timetables. Or, the worst scenario, they will say to themselves, yesterday, Fajr started at 1:19, so it is likely that Fajr starts at the same time today. Agree or not? Yeah? What is this? Is this mushahada? What is it? What is it? Calculation. صح? This is calculation. Yesterday it was like this. Today it will be plus or minus 2 minutes or something like this. So this is the first point. The second point is, what is the source of this 18 degrees? The source of 18 degrees is coming from a global collective mushahada. So the scholars in the past, they noticed that the time of the Fajr appears when the sun is 18 degrees below the horizon. They found this in one country, in another country, in a third country, and so on. Then they came up with the conclusion that whenever the sun is 18 degrees below the horizon, any part in the world, then that is the start of the Fajr. Okay? I have not seen any scholar who disagrees with this. I haven't seen any of the previous scholars who said, no, it should not be calculated according to this formula, 18 degrees formula. Some contemporary individual scholars have disagreed with this. However, the contemporary fiqh councils, all of them agreed that it should be calculated according to 18 degrees or more. The Egyptian astronomical agency, something like this, in fact they believe that the Fajr time comes at 19 degrees. But all other, which means that the Fajr should be earlier. The Fajr should be earlier. All other fiqh councils and committees that calculate the salah timing believe that Fajr time starts at 18 degrees. So if this formula is the formula that have been adopted by the overwhelming majority of scholars from the past and the overwhelming majority of fiqh councils these days, then no one can say, well, the opinion of so and so from some of the Tullab al-Ilm around us who confirm that it should be seen, and they have produced some timetables regarding that. No one should say, I will follow them and I will not follow the overwhelming majority of scholars. Even if the person doesn't feel that their opinion is right, he should abandon his opinion to their opinions, because there is no, until now, there is no fiqh council or fiqh academy that confirmed that Fajr timing starts before 18 degrees. To be honest with you, 2 years ago, the European Council for Fatwa, the European Council for Research and Fatwa, Sheikh Qaradawi is one, they came up with a decision to calculate the Fajr timing on 12 degrees formula. And if you read why they did this, you will find out that the 18 formula is the correct formula. Why? Because they depended on one person to search this mas'ala, Dr. Hawari. And if you go to their original researches that have been published, and you go to the research delivered by Hawari, you will see that this doctor surveyed all the opinions of the scholars who spoke about the Fajr timing and the Isha timing, and he confirmed that all of them, or the overwhelming majority, say that the Fajr timing should be calculated according to what? 18 degrees. Okay, this man, he is a well-known, mashallah, in astronomy and science, but he is not known as a scholar. In his paper, he came up with this conclusion, but then he started to get into ijtihad, and he made his own ijtihad, whereby he concluded that the right time for Isha, whereby he concluded that we can adopt the 12 degrees formula throughout the year. Yeah, this is the only fiqh council that came up with this. Apart from this, I don't know of any fiqh council which says different from the 18 degrees formula. Now, calculating Fajr according to the 18 degree formula leads us to the fact that Fajr goes down or comes as early as 1 o'clock, 16 minutes or 16 minutes past 1. This is on 24th of May. 16 minutes past 1. Now, from 24th of May until 17th of July, the time for the beginning of Fajr disappears, because the sun leaves or sets by the Maghrib time, and it doesn't go, or the earth, if you are on earth as we see, we doesn't see that the sun goes far below the horizon. And that's why the rays of the sun from the east, as well as the rays of the sun from the west, will mix, and hence we are unable to identify the end of the Maghrib, which is Shafaq al-Ahmar, which is the red twilight, and moreover the beginning of the Isha, because Isha begins when? Once the Shafaq al-Ahmar disappears, and Shafaq al-Ahmar doesn't disappear, and we won't be able to identify the beginning of the Fajr. So when the sun sets, its rays are mixed with what? Its rays will be mixed, which is the Shafaq al-Ahmar. Shafaq al-Ahmar is the rays of the sun after setting. Those rays will be mixing with what? With the rays of the sun just before it comes from the east, which is what? Al-Fajr al-Sadiq. They will mix together. So there is no a clear start For, as we said, end of Maghrib, beginning of Isha, and what? Beginning of Fajr. Yeah? Beginning of Fajr. So, what to do in this case? What to do? Because the beginning of Fajr is not known. Some scholars said go for Aqrab al-Ayyam. Some scholars said go for Aqrab al-Amakin, the nearest place where the Fajr is what? Identified. Now, Aqrab al-Ayyam formula doesn't work. Why? Because Aqrab al-Ayyam for us here in London confirms that Fajr will be around 120 something. Yeah? Plus or minus. Aqrab al-Ayyam for people who live in Norway, in north of Norway, Aqrab al-Ayyam, the Fajr starts at what? 2:30. So we will be stopping eating and drinking at 1:16 or 1:18, while the people up north, they will continue eating and drinking until what? 2:30. And this is wrong, because we in London are what? In the south. So the days for us are quite what? Shorter, and the nights are quite longer. It is impossible that we start our fasting at 1:18 or something like this, and the people up north, they continue eating and drinking until what? 2:30. It is impossible. Are you following this point? Yes, no? Okay. So therefore, we need to what? We need to check the formula of Aqrab al-Amakin carefully. The nearest place, the nearest location whereby Al-Khayt al-Abyad from Al-Khayt al-Aswad are distinguished, and the beginning of Fajr time is clearly identified and distinguished. Yeah? So we need to go for that, which is the cities that are on our same longitude, because the longitude gives you the nearest place to you, longitude, and the nearest latitude whereby Fajr start is clearly identified. And when we calculate this, we will find that in London, and it is the case in most of the UK cities, yeah, Fajr starts at 1:08. So the correct time to start Fajr in London and most of the UK cities is to start Fajr around 1:08. Yeah? It's difficult, huh?
How many hours that's?
Huh?
How many hours?
24 hours.
21 hours.
25 hours. Yeah, we will be Maghrib will be at 9:24 in London. Yeah? And then we will stop at 1:08, sorry. طيب, I think we calculated the time in Aberdeen, north, yeah, north, in Glasgow, in Scotland. I think they start fasting they break their fast at 10, I think something maybe 18 past 10. Yeah, something like this, something past 10, and what? Break their fast or stop eating at 1:08. Yeah, last year a sister rang me from a city in Norway, and they were breaking their fast at around 11 something. Yeah, 11 something. Because they have 1 hour, they have 1 hour difference. They would break their fast around 2. Yeah, 2 something, 2:08 or. So yeah, mashallah, they will eat and drink for. No. Around less than 3 hours, just less than 3 hours. طيب. Last year they interviewed a person in Greenland. Is it Greenland or? Greenland. He said that he is fasting 23 hours. Yeah, they interviewed him in Al Jazeera. We are not saying this for those countries who have complete light or complete day light, 24-hour daylight. We say to them, we came up with a formula for them. We came up with a formula for them to calculate something called the shortest Shar'i night. And the shortest Shar'i night, we found it is around 2 hours. So they should calculate their day to be around 22 hours and their night for about 2 hours. Yeah. It is difficult, but the reward of the one who gives sadaqah of £1,000 and he has £1,000 500 only is bigger than the one who gives what? Sadaqah of £1 and he has millions. صح? Al-Ajr will be calculated based on what? Difficulty. This is provided that the intention is acceptable for all. Anyway, the conclusion is, as I was speaking to some brothers today, and this issue of the Fajr timing is always discussed before Ramadan. I said to them, I don't know, I haven't heard of any solid argument regarding calculating the Fajr timing these days to be around 3 o'clock or something 3 o'clock, 2:40 or 2:30. I haven't seen any solid argument. And if you ask those who go for this opinion, you will not find any solid argument. Some people say it's just 1 o'clock, it is impossible. Why it is impossible? It's not the norm. It's not the norm, is not a criteria, because Maghrib, to have Maghrib around 10 o'clock is not the norm. It's not the norm where? It's not the norm maybe in Saudi Arabia, but here it is a norm. صح? Similarly, if Maghrib is too late, Fajr will be too early, because the sun comes from here and disappears from here, or sets from here and comes from here. Unfortunately, I have not come up with, or I haven't seen a solid argument to support that view. That's why I strongly believe that it is not a matter of ijtihad, that the correct opinion is something around 1 o'clock. Fajr So Fajr in London will be, inshallah, will start at 1:08. Fajr in London will start at 1:08 until the last 10 days of Ramadan. It will start to move a little bit, or the last 7 days of Ramadan.